Welcome to Laliland.
Yay! This is Dan and he's at Duck Donuts. So I'm in a place called Duck Donuts, right in Hershey. And they even have donut breakfast sandwiches, guys. But I wanted to show you some of the examples. Bacon in the sun. The Halloween ones. No one's behind me, right? And then the breast cancer awareness ones. So we're gonna give them a try. Found out there's one over in King of Prussia, so it's a little closer to us. And look, there are duckies. And what happens is you order your donuts. They make the donuts. And then you can actually, there's a way to actually choose what you want up there. But I just picked some pre-filled ones so that we have some for dessert tonight when we get out to our next stop. So I'm just gonna watch one or two come out and then go wait for them. And there's the donuts, which I totally missed them coming out, but there they are. And then they make them up here with all the different drizzles, and it says keeping it simple. We guarantee every customer a clean, courteous, family-friendly, fun, and scrumptious experience. This is our family serving your family, and we want you to come back. Cool. I like this. I make donuts. What's your superpower? Our box of donuts is done.
$4.91?
Yes.
How do those look for you?
Before we close it, I just want to film it. Amazing. Oh, guys, the bacon smells good. Nice little fresh salad. Guys, if I can get it. Shredded mozzarella on it. It's mozzarella, right?
Yeah, mozzarella.
Yummy, yummy. Nice little rolls. To start us off.
Nice little rolls here. Nice little dressing.
And let me just shoot the we're in the nice dining room area. Last time we sat at the bar area. Hey, I didn't get my tomatoes out of there yet. But now it's raining out. Across the street there is the Hershey Story, which we would love to take you guys to because it's raining. It would be perfect to do it today. Don't know if we're going to do it yet, but we'll figure that out. For now, let's enjoy our meal. Spaghetti and meatballs, classic with meat sauce.
Yeah.
So, guys, the sauce is so good.
I got the chicken parm with penne. Doesn't look good. Marinara.
Can we go back to the balls? The meatballs. The meatballs. Going down the stairs at Finici's. This is the original door, or doors, when it was DeAngelis restaurant. It's been open since, I think, 1935? Something like that. You know, it's Finici's, and it was delicious as always, and I got leftovers for later.
Alright, it's a little crappy out, but we just got finished eating. We're gonna go inside the Hershey Story Museum. Yes. Here we are at the Hershey Story.
Slide the lever, touch the screen, and scan your invitation. What? Slide the lever? Oh. I feel like I'm playing a slot machine right now. Oh, hi. Wait, that's not cute. What do I do? Oh, no. You get in there.
It's gonna take your picture, I think, right?
I'll do it, right? I don't know. I'm gonna give up.
Look at this. I love this picture.
Oh, no, I'm not looking. Look, babe. Keep my favorite thing. Stairs.
Alright, so we're starting off inside a replica of the Hershey home, and they have like some artifacts in here.
South, his mom paid extra for Milton to learn candy making instead of just serving customers at a confectionery when he was young. Cool. Oh, his name's on there somewhere. Can you find his name? Here.
Let's see it. So this is an actual hat belonged to Mr. Hershey, along with a cane. Where's the cane? Oh, there's the cane. So it's an actual hat and cane.
I'm gonna brush up there.
Pretty cool.
Look at the caramel cutter. Look at that, guys. On an angle though. Let's see. Hershey spills the beans about the future of chocolate.
Yes, Thelma? Mr. Hershey, your cousin
Oh, someone's calling Thelma from Chicago. That's all I know. Oh. So on the receipt, she charged us as 2 high school adults.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're 2 high school adults. I knew I was still in high school. This kid needs to stop screaming.
Alright, so this is an actual...
Guys,
This was like the first machines that they used to make the Hershey Kisses.
you ready? I'm gonna start it up.
No, you gotta push that button over there.
Oh, just kidding. I'm gonna start it up. Oh, look at that. Can we get into there? Look at that. Look at all the like melted chocolate.
Yeah.
How cool is this? Come back. Look at the wrapper. You ever wanted to know what the wrapper looked like back in the day?
There's the wrappers there.
And that's what the ladies look like that were making them. Check them. I would have done that job quite as well. I would have been like, I would have said, oh, this one's bad. Oh, this one's bad. Oh, they're all bad in my mouth.
This allowed him to use less expensive beans and still have a great taste. And he came up with a new way to condense milk by adding sugar to it first and then boiling it in 2 steps.
After years of experimenting, he finally succeeded in 1900. And that successful recipe for milk chocolate was only part of Milton Hershey's innovative genius.
Yeah, it's all real.
I think it was brilliant for Mr. Hershey to locate his factory here in eastern Pennsylvania, less than a mile from where he was born. This is dairy country, and milk chocolate needs a steady supply of fresh milk. Besides, he didn't have to pay to haul it from far away. My mother told me that Mr. Hershey opened his new factory here in 1905. As the business grew, he kept adding to it.
This rural setting gave Hershey room to grow without paying big city prices. And he's been able to hire workers locally who are happy to have steady factory jobs. The combination of the perfect formula, a great location, and mass production by machines means that milk chocolate is no longer reserved for the rich. It's become a pleasure anyone can afford.
So here's like a timeline. And it goes all the way down there, but I'm not gonna go over every single little thing
I'll just show you.
because we're being followed by a screaming child.
Let's take the kid outside.
But I will show you one of the pinnacles.
Well, you're
One of the
sounds.
yeah, but I can't. It's gonna be like in 2 seconds. Nobody's gonna be able to hear anything.
Look at that. Real quick, interruption. Was that really a thing?
Yeah.
Wow. Butter chip? I'm sorry, I was entertained by what was above that. Look at the look. They were like M&Ms, but not. Oh, 1973 brought me my Kit Kats. Yes.
15-cent bar replaces 10-cent bar.
Wow.
Whoa, Rolos used to be called Rolo chocolate cups.
Where?
Here we go. Told you. Whoa, what is the Grand Slam?
Why does that sound familiar to me? Does
Huh.
anybody remember that? Is this crunchy center
Look,
with
babe.
caramel and peanut?
Score.
Oh my gosh, that's my second favorite ever. Love it.
Remember Bar None?
Oh, look, it shows you what movie was popular at the time, too.
Yeah.
So, like, E.T., which was my favorite. Wait.
What?
E.T. was my first ever movie. And Score came out the same time. What does that tell you? Look, this was called Dessert Bar. For summer fun, you can take it with you. Look at that.
Huh.
We're not gonna go to. I don't even remember this. This is recent. Never got into Kissables. Oh, we're stopping in 2012. But we have room for expansion for
Yes.
many more years.
If you've never been here, definitely come here. It's like $10 to get in, and they have the coolest collection of memorabilia, history, stories. I mean, obviously you can see this timeline is huge, and there's so much interesting stuff on it that I'm not going to show, but definitely come here if you ever come to Hershey. It's definitely worth the price of admission. And I'm going to show you one of the coolest things they have here as soon as I find it. It's around here somewhere. She likes to watch the little videos that they show.
Workers here in Hershey, how they didn't have anything, like they had high rent, they had a curfew, and Hershey came in and made this town theirs and hired them.
Construction of the Hershey factory began in 1903. As the town grew up around it, Mr. Hershey encouraged workers to buy their homes. The Hershey Trust Company gave them easy payment terms. This gave them pride of ownership. In Hershey, workers' houses cost
Those
as little
houses
as
are still there.
$2,000,
Yep.
while managers could spend $10,000. But it was a small community where executives and workers had some ideas.
Okay, so my favorite article in this entire museum is the canceled check to the White Star Line. Mr. Hershey actually made a deposit to be a passenger on the Titanic, and the deposit is right here. You can see the Hershey Trust Company paid to the order of the White Star Line for $300.
What was the date on there? December 8th.
December 18th of 1911. So the Titanic sailed April of 1912.
I know that always impresses you that, you know, he voided that check. What do you think he would have done if he had gotten on that on Titanic?
Who knows? I mean, just because he was one of the, I guess you could say, first class elite at the time,
He could have
doesn't
survived.
mean that he could have made it off the ship. He likely could have died. A lot of the elite first class passengers,
They let
like
the women in.
John Jacob Astor, went down with the ship. They let the women and children go. So it's very likely that he could have died if he took that voyage. But he was actually needed back here at the factory for some reason. I don't know what the reason was, but he wound up canceling, and he never went on the Titanic, thankfully.
Thank
But
goodness.
This is his deposit.
Crazy. This is a medical kit used by his wife Kitty. Oh, it says she spent her time traveling for 5 years from 1910 to 1915. The trips were partly for pleasure, but in a quest for treatment for her illness. She died at, what did she say, 43. Kitty. 1956, after working at Hershey Creamery, Fred Mazzoli opened Mazzoli Ice Cream behind his house on Governor Road. It's still there.
Oh, wow.
I think we need to see it one day.
So this little section here is all about Mr. Reese and the merger of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups as part of the Hershey Company. So Mr. Reese actually used to be an employee of Hershey's, and he was a peanut farmer. So he provided the peanuts and the peanut butter, and eventually, instead of you can read it here, but he was a competitor. Mr. Reese was a competitor of Mr. Hershey. So they actually wound up becoming close friends and eventually business partners. So it actually worked out really good for the Hershey company to acquire Reese's, but the one condition that Mr. Reese always had was that he wanted his name on the peanut butter cup, name, package, and product. So that's why they're not Hershey's peanut butter cups, they're Reese's peanut butter cups, because it was Mr. Reese's product. And so those were the terms. But yeah, so that's a little story of how Reese's peanut butter cups kind of came to be. Originally supposed to be a competitor of Mr. Hershey, but wound up being a friend and business partner. So I was kind of wondering why there is a paintbrush in this exhibit, and it actually says here, ordinary paintbrush was well suited to smooth chocolate on top of peanut butter cups. So the women coming down the assembly line would actually paint the chocolate onto the peanut butter cups.
I like this picture. Employees of the Reese's company and daughter Grace seated in the center with her dad in 1935.
See, I'm the only one who likes them in the fridge or the freezer.
But I, on the other hand, need them to be room temperature.
You like them room temperature.
I do.
I gotta have them in the freezer.